Hello, everybody, and welcome to the chair with James. I'm not in the chair right now, but that's okay. I'm keeping warm or whatnot. Any rate, it's around midnight on Wednesday, the 10th, and I want to do the football picks for week 10 already, and give you a little breakdown of both teams in the matchups, the injury reports, to be sure, because we're in that time of year where there's a lot of injuries, and unfortunately, Derrick Henry was out for Tennessee, but they still won. At any rate, Thursday night football coming up here on the 11th of November. Yay! You got Baltimore at Miami. I'm not gonna be watching it. I think Ravens are favored by 7.5. For Baltimore, Latavius Murray's out or doubtful. Nick Boyle and Sammy Watkins on the offensive side of receiving side questionable. But for the Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa is questionable. I think Jacoby Brissett gives them a better chance to win anyway, but I think Lamar Jackson will have fun. And I remember last time these two faced in Miami, I believe it was in 2019 on opening day, and the Ravens won 59-0, I believe, or whatever it was. And Michael Fitzpatrick asked for a trade, and he was able to go to Pittsburgh. I don't know what the score will be. Hopefully, it won't be that of a blowout. Hopefully, it'll be close of a game, but I still think Baltimore will win that. Next game, what should be a good one, New Orleans at Tennessee. Now, I mentioned Tennessee won last week. The Saints lost to Falcons at home. It was a give and go fourth quarter. It was just crazy, and the Falcons somehow won in the Superdome. Kamara's not practicing, but he's got some time. A.J. Brown was limited, as well as Taylor Lewin of the Tennessee Titans, but Dupree is also out from practice. I hope he can come back. He's big on the defense. Their defense kind of stepping up this year, and we haven't seen that in a couple of years. At least last year, they were awful. Starting to do a little better, but I think I'll go with the Titans barely. Hopefully, it'll be a really good game. Detroit and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh should easily win. They just defeated the Chicago Bears on Monday night. It was a ref's problem. They were not calling the game well at the end of the game. Controversial taunting call on one of the Bears linebackers after a sack. It was just awful. Anyway, I think Pittsburgh will ride that momentum and win the game. Tampa Bay at Washington. I think Tampa Bay easily wins that game. Washington's just not good, offense or defense wise. I thought they were going to be better. Excuse me, but they aren't. They really aren't. The Falcons go to Dallas to play the Cowboys, well, Arlington. I think the Cowboys will step up and have a bounce back game. But hopefully the Falcons win. That'd be cool. But I'm gonna go with Dallas. Again, Atlanta not going their way. They're 4-4. They're trying to get one of the wild card spots, and why not? And everybody's downgrading you and criticizing you, saying, "Oh, you'll never be good," and with the team you have, you'll never be good. And Matt Ryan definitely showing up so far. Dallas had a horrible game against the Denver Broncos. One time they were down 26-0, I believe, and held on. But that was such a surprise. But I think Dallas will be back. Cleveland rising up after getting rid of Odell, goes to New England to play the Patriots, and I think both teams are finding themselves. They both are again going for a wild card spot. One of the 3 wild cards. This game is kind of fun, you think, because the Patriots look good, Browns look better without Odell. They certainly showed that. I was going into the picks thinking, they're going to be sluggish, but they came out united, it seemed like. Even without Jarvis Landry, but Nick Chubb had a great game. So I want to see Nick Chubb continue to do well, although I just saw he's in protocols for the virus. A lot of players held out of practice, but some are limited. I think the Browns do win this, but it'll be a real close game and should be a dandy. The Jaguars go to the Colts. I don't know what team will show up with the Jaguars. And the Colts put up like 45 on the Jets last Thursday. They had a lot of time off. They're at home. I think definitely the Colts will win, but hopefully the Jags make it a game. That would be nice. Next game I have is the two of the New York teams going at it, but it's Buffalo Bills at the New York Jets, a divisional game. Buffalo heavy favorites. I think they're going to win this easily. Matt White will be starting for the Jets, even though Zach Wilson is almost ready to come back. He was limited in practice this week, but I think he'll be ready to go. They are going with Mike White, giving Zach Wilson time to get healthier. And I think that's the right way to go. Lots of times, and this is honestly true though. A lot of time, rookie quarterbacks on bad teams get thrown into the fire, and they don't perform well. Like I think of Jared Goff when he was drafted number 1 overall with the Rams in LA. They have a great team. Then they got some players and they went off. Now he's gone, but still, I wonder what the Jets' game plan is going forward with the quarterbacks. I know a lot of people want to see Wilson, but it might help and benefit everyone if he sits and watches. But anyway, the Bills should bounce back after they lost to the Jags 9-6 in Florida. Afternoon games, I got Minnesota at the Chargers. Minnesota had a devastating overtime loss, which a game they could have won. To the Ravens, they had Justin Tucker hit a field goal just before overtime. Chargers defeated the Eagles in the same way, but not in overtime at the end of regulation. I think the Chargers win, but hopefully it's a really good game. Carolina goes to Arizona. Sam Darnold has been held out, and he's not starting. It's going to be P.J. Walker. Remember the XFL quarterback who came on for Carolina last year and played. For the Cardinals, they have a lengthy injury report. Murray was out. Hopkins was out. They still defeated the 49ers. It's going to be an interesting game, I think, because the Cardinals, even with the injuries, they can still win the game. Carolina, I know they want to be better. Sam Darnold, he can do it with his feet. But he throws so many interceptions, and that's been going on, when he came in, and even with a bad Jets team. Yes, he's doing it, but now he's doing it with the Panthers. So I think Arizona wins there in the desert. The Seahawks go to Green Bay. Russell Wilson. I don't know if he'll play though. I'm thinking not, but we'll see. Aaron Rodgers, of course, he's been in the news. He's on the COVID list. I don't really judge or whatever what people do. You can say he lied. You can say he worded something differently than what everybody thought. That he's a saint, he's a hero, or whatever the case was. He's a role model, or he isn't. I don't know. I don't judge people, so hopefully he gets to play. I mean, that'd be great. But and with his home fans, I think that'd be best for him. This game is really up in the air. I don't know who's gonna win, but if Jordan Love does play, hopefully he does better than what he did against Kansas City. And that'd be nice if he does play to get the home field advantage and see what happens. So I'll go with Green Bay for now. Philadelphia goes to Denver. Denver's coming on as of late. Philly's struggling, but can at least play a good game. Denver had the big win. I think they'll continue that momentum from Dallas here to home against Philly. So I think Denver wins that. For Sunday Night Football, you got Kansas City at Las Vegas with the Raiders. Of course, I'll have more on Friday night, the Raider preview. This game, I hope, won't be a blowout. You can see the Raiders kind of crumbling, and it's very unfortunate, for me, of course, but, for the whole team with that loss against the Giants last week over in New Jersey. Kansas City held on to defeat Green Bay. It's not looking good. I think Kansas City will win that handily on Sunday night, but hopefully I'm wrong. It's Monday Night Football. You got the Rams in Santa Clara to face the 49ers. The injury reports aren't out yet, but the Rams, you could tell, looked defeated when they played the Titans because Matthew Stafford was off. He's had some bad games this year. Other from the good ones, he's had bad ones. And you could say against Arizona, he had a bad game. Remember that game? San Francisco should have won last week with Hopkins and Murray out for Arizona, but they also laid an egg at home. Really, you don't know which team will show up. You would think the Rams would. The defense will do just enough to win the game, and the 49ers won't do enough on offense. So that's what I think. I think the Rams do win on Monday night. So that's been my picks. I want to know what you all think about the Week 10 picks and who you have. So take care, folks. That's been my Week 10 picks, and I'll see you on the Raider preview here on the chair. Take care, folks. Bye.